Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we get this video started, I have to admit defeat. I had a little wager with my buddy, Mr. Andrew Hayes, over at the Tackle Talk podcast that the University of Tennessee was going to beat Ohio State, and I lost the bet. And so our bet and our wager was very simple, that whoever the loser was, they had to play the opposing team's fight song at the beginning of their next video. And so I'm here again to admit defeat, and here we go. After this ad. Okay. So well, ladies and gentlemen, all I have to say is you may have won the game, but you lost the lottery of life because you were born in Ohio. So yeah, but for real, congratulations, Ohio State. You guys beat the piss out of us. But I think now we can all admit and we can all come together as football brethren and sister and brother and sister. We can all come together and we can push our collective hate and turn our collective hate to Mr. Bailey Agbrett over at Serious Anglers Podcast and the Oregon Ducks. And for the first time in my life, I have to say, go Ohio State, so that I can see the sad just look of defeat on Bailey's face. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. It's a great day to be alive and a great day to go fishing. It is cloudy, crappy, rainy, and cold, and I could not ask for a more perfect day to be out on the water. You know, days like today here in East Tennessee on these highland mountain reservoirs, deep, clear water, these are the days that the fish eat. And what makes it even better is that we've got a big low pressure bringing in a cold front moving in today, like as we speak. That's what's bringing the wind, bringing the rain, bringing the crappiness. But this is the perfect day to be out here and the perfect day to be fishing, because these weather changes like this, especially these big dramatic ones, this is the real first like hard cold front that we're having of the year, are the ones that make these fish eat. And I'm excited to be out here. Like I said, it's a great day to be alive and a great day to go fishing. So we got a crankbait tied on, we got a jig, we got a jerkbait, and we're gonna go to work. We're gonna see what we can get done today. And I'm glad you guys clicked on this video. And without further ado, I'm gonna shut up. Let's get after it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna start with the old tried and true, the Money Badger. Running a little bit different color today. This is another color in the Money Badger lineup that I really, really like. Honestly, I forgot the name of it, but I love it because it's got that school bus yellow color to it with a little bit of orange. And on this lake in particular that I'm on today, this is a color that in the past I've absolutely hammered them on. And so I want to pick it up in the Money Badger and just see if we can catch some fish on it again out here. You know, new crankbait style, but the same kind of school bus yellow color. And so that's what we're starting with today. We're going to see what we can do. Yep, that works. First, that ain't good. Is that the first cast? Is it first cast? Everybody's got that first cast voodoo, right? So, what do you guys think? You tell me. Is the first cast curse real? Because that was the first cast. Oh no. Oh no, we'll have to see. I think we're going to catch them today. There you go. Not big, but it's a fish. Well, I guess that color's gonna work. First cast. Giant. Somebody called a freaking game warden. We got a state record. Thanks, buddy. That's fun. Well, that's 2 bites in about 50 yards. It's all right. Smalley. Hell yeah. I can tell by the way he hit that thing come off. Golly, he dog stomped that thing. Still small though. I just casted that thing right into that tree. Come on, there we go. Come on, we're almost out of there. Yeah, still little ones though. It doesn't mean we won't run into some big ones today, but it's weird. Like normally as the temperatures drop, especially like on days like today, those big ones start showing up. But that being said, we may just not be around those big ones yet. That or the small ones are eating it before the big one does, because I had that happen a couple times last week when we were fishing the kayak tournament. I'd have a school follow it out, and like all the big ones are at the back of the school, where all the small ones are up there from the front trying to eat it. And that's the way they are. Big fish are smart. I don't know if smart's the right word, but I think their instincts are a little bit more honed than maybe the small ones. There he is. Okay, what do I got here? Oh, did I get him hung on a limb? I guess I got him hung on a limb. Lord have mercy, I thought that fish was giant. I just got him hung on that rock right there. Good Lord have mercy. I thought that was like a freaking 7-pounder. Woo! That was fun though. Yeah. That fish was sitting right on that little rock or the log or something. I'm not sure what that is, sitting right there. And I hit him. I mean, he ran me right into that thing. That's crazy. So I just want to take a minute and show you guys something that I've been using lately, and that is the Deep Dive app. This thing is really, really cool. It has so many features for fishermen. It's not even funny. And this is what this is. It's a fisherman-based app. And the thing about the Deep Dive app that I love the most is just how it gives me everything that I need as an angler. You know, so many weather apps and fishing apps and all these things, they give you a bunch of extra features that you don't need. Well, me as a fisherman, I really care about the weather, the moon phases, the wind, those kinds of things. And one feature about this app that I absolutely love is the wind effect layer. And so there's a bunch of different layers that you can have, but the one I love is that wind effect layer. And so what it does is you can zoom in here and you can see the direction that the wind is blowing, as well as the bank that it's hitting and where it's going to have the most effect. So those orange lines are where the wind's actually going to be blowing into and have the most effect. And I cannot tell you how many times that has come into play as an angler. I mean, I won a couple tournaments last year because of the way in which the wind was blowing, the direction it was blowing. And what's really cool is you can get a history of the direction that the wind has been blowing as well. So as you guys can see, until about 7 o'clock this morning, the wind was not blowing, and then between 9:30 and now, the wind has changed direction. And so that can be a huge factor in catching fish or not. If you're not fishing where the wind has been blowing or is now currently blowing, it can be the difference between catching fish and not. And I love that feature. You can also go into the future as well and see where the wind is predicted to go. Just a freaking awesome feature. I've never seen an app with that feature, especially any weather app. You know, you pull up a weather app, I've never seen a weather app with that feature. So not only do you have the weather aspect of it, you've got the fishing aspect of it as well, with the recommended baits and all that kind of stuff for the lake that you're on. And it's just packed full of features. So if you want to check out the Deep Dive app, make sure and hit the link down in the description or in the pinned comment. I'll link it down below so you guys can check it out. Download the app, play around with it. It's really, really cool. I've been having a ton of fun using it, and I think you guys will enjoy using it and actually get some like benefit out of it, like I've got some benefit out of it. Now, without further ado, let's get to fishing and let's see what we can get done. Old Greenie, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Old cookie cutter. Heck yeah, little bee, dude. Pretty though. Really pretty. Thanks, bud. Here, Lord have mercy. Holy cow, buddy. What are you doing? Look at this. Hold on a second. Guys, check this out. This ain't good right here. This deer is struggling bad. I don't really know what's wrong with it. I don't know if he's been shot. I don't see any blood on him anywhere. But this deer is like not doing well, but he's a big one. I mean, he's a big old, he's big on one side and kind of weird on the other, but yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this deer. There's something wrong with him here. That's really weird. Get on up there, man. Come on, get out of the water. It ain't that bad. Get up on out of there. Huh. That's crazy. Come on, man. Get up out of the water. Go on. Get on up there. Go. Yep, go. Go, get out of here. You can step right there, man. Step right there and get up out of the water. That is the weirdest thing. I don't know what this is. I don't know if maybe he's got CWD, but he doesn't look like it. He doesn't look ill, but he's just not really caring that I'm here. And come on, man, get out of here. I think there's something wrong with that deer. I think that deer's got CWD or something. Something's happened to him that he's like this. I mean, he's not scared of me. I mean, that or he's just pure exhaustion. I mean, step right there, man. I mean, he can step right there. That's the crazy thing, guys. I mean, like, that deer could step right there and be just fine. But he's not. Yeah, get on up there, man. Get on up there. Poor dude. Come on, man. Get out of here. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do with that deer. He's a big one, though. He's pretty. Yeah, dude. Get out of here. Go. Get out of here. Go. Get out of here. Get up. Yeah, get up out of there. Come on. There we go. Get up out of there. Get up out of there. There he goes. There you go, buddy. Hell far, man. There you go, man. Yeah, get out of here. There he goes, guys. I don't see. You can probably see him walking up through the woods. He's stopped right here. There he goes. Get out of here, man. Go on. That deer is absolutely exhausted. I mean, he can't even run from me. He's right there, guys. You probably see him shaking. Yeah, man, get on out of here. Go. That deer's exhausted, yeah. Oh, hell yeah, he's shaking his head and everything else. He's probably rutting and probably tried to swim across here to get, because he smelled some doe or something, just exhausted himself trying to get out of the water. You understand? Hold on a second. Fish. Come here, fish. Get out of that trolling motor. Come here. He said no, not really. Okay, stop that bull crap. I mean, come on now. I'm not gonna get a hook in my hand. There we go, guys. A little bit better fish here. Not a giant, but a little bit better one. Pretty. He hit the crap out of that thing. Get out and go eat your crawdad, bud. There we go. Yep. A big one. Yep, that's what we were waiting for. That's what we were waiting for. And a giant with the fish. Heck yeah. God, I knew. There's always, it's so funny, there's always a pretty good largemouth sitting right here, right in this corner, and I don't know why. There's always one there. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Good little fish. Not a giant, skinny, but long. It's a good kayak fish. Skinny and long, that's the way you want them. Heck yeah, buddy. Thanks, man. Get you back in the water. There's another one sitting there. Whew, I don't know what that was. There he is. Another one. A big one, that's another one. Literally next cast. There it goes. Well, hell, let's see if there's another one there. Oh, come on now. Can't do 3 casts in a row. That wind is cold. That cold front is pushing in hard. Golly, that'll cut you freaking in half right there. Golly. Ugh. Jacking on here in a minute. Phew. There we go. It's fun. I bounced off something down there and he knocked the piss out of it. I just hit whatever that was again. It's only been one fish on it. I'll go one more cast just for giggles. So one thing about this time of year, guys, is don't be afraid to make multiple casts at a target. Pretty much late fall, all throughout the winter, into the spring, I like making multiple casts at stuff because normally there's more than one fish sitting on some of these locations. And then sometimes you just got onesies and twosies. You just go down through a bank and you just keep moving and get bites. But you guys saw just a few minutes ago, we caught that a little bit bigger than average one, threw right back in there, caught a smallmouth. And so same thing there, just where I knew there was something in the water that fish was sitting on. If there's one, there could be 2 or 10. I mean, I've done that before and sat in a spot for 10 minutes and caught them every single cast for 10 minutes straight. Just get on a little school of fish. But yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. It's cold though. It's getting cold. Like it's getting brutal cold. My damn nose is running and everything else, but that's good. That's the way you want it. When your nose is running and you're cold, someone should be eating his crankbait. Think he wanted it.
go. That's a good smallmouth right there. Guys, a little small jaw action there. It's a pretty fish. Thanks, pal. Oh, come here, bud. Come here, come here, come here. Stop, 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 stop. 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 There we go. A little pissed off dude right there. Thanks, man. Got some teeth on you. Hey, Lord have mercy. Look at the teethers on that boy. Heck yeah. Check this out, guys. This is wild. We got hung here. I didn't see. I saw this as we were pulling in here. Break this off right so you guys can see it. This is cool. Yeah, check this out. Look at that. That's crazy. I guess it's wasp, that or it's a hornet's nest that is deteriorated, but that's the comb on that nest. Golly, that thing about 3 months ago would not have been fun to tangle with, but that's cool. There's been 2 or 3 down through here I've not been able to get to them, but that one's been, I could actually grab it. I used to actually have one of these in my classroom when I was a teacher, but it's cool. Well, actually, we'll keep that because that's pretty cool. Little. Yep. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. It's a pretty fish. It's beautiful, really. Awesome. Fish knocked the absolute crap out of it too. Lord have mercy. Such a fun bite. They a lot of these fish, so this is one of those bites that these fish, they get on these bluff walls and they use these bluff walls because they're easy to move up and down on. You know, there's not a lot of horizontal movement, it's a lot of vertical movement. And so when they bring the water down, they follow it up. When they bring it up, they bring it up. And they sit here, and they use the tops of these trees and these rocks and the bluff itself just as an ambush point. And so when this crankbait passes by them, comes over their head, whatever it is, a lot of the times they just come right up underneath and just knock the piss out of it. And so it's one of those things, when they hit it, man, they hit it with reckless abandon. I mean, they hit it so hard, and that's exactly what that one did, which is just fun. Ladies and gentlemen, Lord have mercy. It's a little bit chilly. I'll just say that. The temperature is dropping hard on me right now. But we've been catching some fish. I mean, obviously you guys have been watching. We've been having some fun. That color's doing really good. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's a color that we used to catch fish on all the time, and I've just not thrown it in the Money Badger. But I'm glad that I picked it up, and I'm glad that I'm using it. But yeah. It's getting a lot colder. I just threw the jacket on. Nose is running. Oh, you see the little nose is red too, but we're gonna stay after it. I think the more that this front moves in, the more these temperatures drop, the more this wind picks up, the better it's gonna get. Let's just hope it doesn't start raining, because if it starts raining, getting wet when it's this cold sucks. But hell, it may make the fish bite better. I don't know. Stay after it. Something's happened. I'm not real sure what exactly has happened, but these fish, well, okay, let's just put it this way. I fished up this bank and I have got no bites going up this bank, which normally this is one of the most productive banks that I go up, but we've not got any bites up through. Well, we got one small bite up through here, so I don't know what's happened. We're gonna fish on up through here though, because I mean this last little stretch normally has a few on it, so we'll see if they're there, and then if not, we'll make us a move. And maybe it's just we need to be directly out in the wind. I mean, this wind's blowing a little bit right here, but we kind of got this ridge in front of us that's kind of blocking a lot of that wind from blowing. Now this next bank right down here should be like directly in the wind, and so maybe that's just one of the things is we got to be in that little bit harder wind. And that's just a thing this time of year. I mean, you know, that's something that I look for, and you've heard me talk about it in other videos, but it bears repeating, is, you know, current is king. And current is king no matter if it's made artificially by a dam, if it's made by the wind, if it's made by the just river flowing, just whatever it is, that current is king. You know, and when you've got current and wind, you know, when you can get on like those little bit windier banks in those areas, it's just going to have and be affected by a little bit more wind. That's where most of your bigger fish are going to be sitting, and where more of your active fish are going to be sitting. And it's just like a few minutes ago, you know, we caught that little bit bigger fish and went down through that bank and ended up catching quite a few down through there. And a lot of that probably had to do with the fact that the wind was just really blowing super well in that area, positioning those fish right up on the bank. And so, yeah, but we've made it to the end here. It gets real shallow right here, so we'll pick up a trolling motor. We'll buzz down through here and see if we can find us a couple others. If all else fails, maybe we'll switch up the money badger color. I don't know. We've caught enough fish on that thing today that's made me confident in it. But that might be interesting. Just switch up the color and hell, go back through some of the same banks we went through. See if we can pick up a few extra bites. Let's watch that eat that. That was awesome. That was cool. That was fun. Little bitty dude, but he came off that bluff wall. This water cleared up a lot down here, which may be, now that I think about it, what's actually hurting this bite is we've actually got in a little bit cleaner water. And sometimes if they can see it, they want to eat it as much. But that was cool. I watched them come off that bluff wall hard. And that's the thing, is they sit on those bluffs. So these, you know, these walls, bluff wall, essentially what that means is it's kind of a vertical wall, and it kind of stair steps down a little bit, but I mean essentially the degree at which it drops, you know, above the water is the same degree that it drops below the water. And so these fish sit on it, and like when that crankbait comes by and they just lash out and grab. That's exactly what that one did. I was watching that crankbait come down through there, and he goes, ah, and just grabbed it. It's cool. And what's really cool is you couldn't even see him sitting there, how camouflaged he was. Just blended in perfectly. Crankbait. We're not leaving it. I get every bait that I see. I was wondering if I was going to see one today, and we got one. What we got here? Oh, what is that, a bandit? Looks like a bandit. See what we got here. All right, we got that bandit. It's a bandit 100. Little snap on the front, little shag color. Heck yeah. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's a good small lump right there. That's what we've been looking for. Ain't a giant. He's a good one. Come here. Stop all that mess. Stop all that mess. All that mess. Heck yeah. Good little fish. Well, he curb stomped that thing too. Oh, mercy, buddy. Heck yeah. Get out of here, man. Yeah. Alright, guys, finally. We got a bite there. Now, one thing about what I've noticed this time of year, kind of what I said earlier, is, make multiple casts in an area. Another thing that happens is these fish will like concentrate in certain areas. It's like we just got a bite right there, and so I would expect to get another bite within, the next 50-ish yards. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's just bottom composition, a current thing. I don't know. But I mean, sometimes I will know. Like sometimes, it's like this bank is this kind of bank for the next 50 yards. But sometimes you can go miles and miles and miles and you hit a 50-yard or 100-yard section of bank, you'll get 4 or 5 bites. But just something to keep in mind, like when you're cranking a crankbait, jerking a jerkbait, even fishing a jig. If you get a bite in an area, mark a mark on your graph, drop a waypoint on your phone, something like that. I mean, because there's a reason those fish are there. There's a reason that fish you just caught was there, and it's just something that it's an area that you can probably go back to consistently over time. Look at there. It's not a big one, but it's another bite. Literally, I mean, I just caught that fish like 10 yards back that way. It's one of those things that then consistently over time you can catch fish, and so interesting. It's just something that I've noticed fishing over my life, is that fish, especially this time of year, they group up in groups and they group up in sections of the lake, and so really interesting. Get here, bud. We'll get bigger. Good one. You all pissed off, ain't you? Get up in here. There we go. I mean, just mad at the world. Just mad at the world. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Thanks, bud. Well, I think my little color worked here today. Like I said, it's a color that I've had success with in the past. Got the orange belly, orange on the top, a little bit of like a brown burnt orange top with the school bus yellow sides. Me and my dad literally used to call this one school bus. A couple different companies have made versions of this, but we always looked for the ones with the orange bellies, and a lot of the times you couldn't find them. They'd have that school bus yellow side that just went on into the belly, and we would actually take fingernail polish and paint the bellies that orange color right there. And so, yeah, really good little color. Something about, we always picked this one up whenever there was weather, like dramatic weather changes, because for some reason they would like come off of like our methylate oranges and our reds, and we could pick this thing up during like the dramatic, like weather changes and catch them on it. But it's just funny, sometimes you just got to fish a little bit of history as far as like color. Something's worked for you in the past. This thing definitely worked, but I'll make sure and link this down below so you guys can check it out. Go use those links. Use the code RUDD, R-U-D-D, and it'll save you 10% off your entire purchase from Omnia. So go down to Omnia. They're good folks doing really cool stuff. They're kind of to me, I always look for the future of fishing. It's a question I always ask on the podcast. What do you think the future of fishing looks like? I definitely believe Omnia is going to be a part of the future of fishing. So go check out their selection. They're real good people, and again, use that code, save you some cash. There we go. Oh, oh God, get in here. That was fun. That's fun. There we go. That was awesome. He bit that thing and launched himself. That's cool. That was a cool bite. He hit that thing so hard. That's fun. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had some fun today. I'm glad we came out here. This was a fun day. It's getting colder though. We got about 45 minutes before it gets dark, and it's temperature keeps dropping. I am freezing to death. I definitely didn't wear enough clothes, but we're gonna start heading back towards the house. Probably go home, build us a fire, watch some football, order some Chinese food, and just enjoy the rest of this. This is a beautiful day. I mean, it's rainy, crappy, and cold, but it's a beautiful day and a great day to go fishing, and that's exactly what we did, and we had some fun, and I'm glad you guys clicked on this video and you enjoyed it with me. And as always, you guys are sweet. Thanks for watching.